Like I said, here's the review of Heavy Metal, one y'all been waiting for. So basically, this is it. Heavy Metal 1981, directed by Gerald Potterton. Probably the most influential piece of music and cartoons put together since Fantasia and up until Fantasia 2000. And not including The Rescuers, because that's probably the best. But this one will probably just be second best, or fourth best if you count the Fantasias. But anyway, as I'm saying about Heavy Metal's pretty amazing. Especially if you consider this is made in 1981. You have people like Harold Ramis and John Candy who just come out here and say, 80s are here, everyone. Here they are. Get ready for our movies to blow the box office for the next 20 years, 10 years, 15 years probably, because they're probably Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters 2 and, you know, Uncle Buck and movies like that. And also, who else is in it? I don't know. Those are the only ones I can think of. Harold Ramis. I almost had a burp. Okay. Basically, what we have for Heavy Metal, a series of maybe like 8 or 9 stories about the Loc-Nar, which is a green orb, basically possesses people to do, you know, mean things, can also destroy people who are basically pure hatred, can destroy people, has power to do that. Oh, I thought I was going to burp there too, anyway. So basically, first of all, you start out, the first story, I think, is the one about the astronaut finding the Loc-Nar. Turns out the astronaut's daughter is a Kevorkian maiden who has a tattoo on her neck and can have like beautiful sable-haired, warrior queen, Amazon, who can like destroy, who's have powerful enough will to basically like sacrifice herself for to destroy the Loc-Nar at the very end. So it comes full circle at the end, which I like to see. Second of all, there's some really fun stories in here. There's some really serious stories in here. There's some really weird parts where there's some aliens that suck up like this beautiful woman, redheaded. There's couple redheads in the movie, which I thought was weird. Overrepresentation of redheads in the movie. Also, so they suck up this redhead from the Pentagon, also this robotic man, and then they proceed to does hooey with the redhead woman. Also, 2 aliens I forgot what they called it. It's like Snarflack or something, and they put it all over the floor, and then they all sniff it as if it were cocaine or dope. And that just I didn't agree with. Other than that, basically, there's some pretty cool stories about, you know, just warriors. There's some parts where you might want to cover the kid's eyes. Actually, you will want to cover the kid's eyes. It's just outright smut in the movie. I can watch it because I'm grown and old. I'm old and grown. When you're a little kid, it's not the kind of stuff you should be watching anyway. Second of all, there's basically a couple stories in here that are pretty cool. The Loc-Nar, like the part where the John Candy comes in, he's this little kid who transforms into like this warrior on another world. That was fantastical enough that I would want to be living in that situation, a similar situation to that. So basically I thought that part was really amazing. Second of all, I thought there was a really good scene that took place on the spaceship about I forgot, Lincoln Stern or something. Help me out here. Anyway, forgot his name already. He's this cool, like Han Solo-y, space pirate type of guy who, although is in court, you actually kind of feel for him because you think he's being chased down by this guy. Can't really explain much more than that without giving away too much. Other than that, I'm trying to think of some more stories in here. The last one is definitely the highlight of the movie. That's this girl right here, the one I was kind of talking about at the beginning. She's basically the last of her kind. She's basically rides this thing like an oversized reptilian bat type of hoodoo. Basically fights off an entire army of, you know, radioactive mages in order to retrieve the Lochnar and throw it into a volcano. Pretty impressive. She does that with getting damaged heavily. Also, I'm trying to think of other stories in this movie. I'm trying to think of some more. The cab driver at the beginning, that was kind of a cool story. Can't think of too much more. That's probably about it, actually. There's not too much more than that. Anyway, pretty cool movie. I'm probably well past my 6-minute mark right now, but I guess I'll just definitely give this one 10 stars out of 10 stars. It deserves it. You'll deserve it if you watch it, and you'll definitely agree it deserves this 10 stars I was talking about. So definitely, it was definitely made in 1981, definitely cartoons, really cool. There's some parts that actually aren't cartoon, you can kind of tell. But it's just like, you know, Ralph Bakshi, Lord of the Rings sort of stuff, where it's just a silhouette of a person clambering across the horizon with a lava lamp background, you know what I'm talking about. Basically that sort of deal. Once again, this one will change your life. This one will recommend this one. You'll definitely learn a lesson from it. You'll definitely love it. You'll probably buy it. As you see, I spent $9.95 on it. Probably could have spent more. Don't know if there's DVD out, but if there was, then I'd probably buy that too. So, signing off at my aunt's house. This is going to be the heavy metal review. That'll be about it.